How about a nice D space double OM run? Audio's like a little low for me today. Yeah. Mike Marsh, we're gonna get you after this one. Cheeky breaky. Come on, give us how about a little doom luck today? Ever since we fired Zane off the hi-hat, he's sleeping in New Zealand. T-Edits is on the hi-hat today. Hang in here. We cannot be scared. We can't be scared. Whatever you can't be scared on a doom run. One thing about doom run, you just let it fly, kid. You throw up a 50-50 ball. They're playing two-man coverage. The corners playing trail technique, both safeties snap over the streak. You still throw it up 3-on-1 coverage. You let your ball players make a play, you let it fly, kid. That's what to have a successful doom run, you can't pump the brakes. You just gotta snap and let it fly. Trust the golden wing. Trust the golden wing. The rare facility rundown here. All right. Can anyone tell me what comes after Doom 1? Doom 2. All right, here we go.
Sit yourself down.
Just let it fly, kid. I felt like our snap was okay there. I will say this. Can we get D space, B space, H spam in the chat? Death by handrail. I feel like it's not even us versus Nikita anymore. Not us versus the AI. It's can we overcome the handrails? That's the biggest. You know what? We'll take on PMCs all day. We'll take on Scavs. But can we take the most dangerous opponent of all time, the handrails? Find out. That is not the first DBH. That was a dangerous DBH. We didn't get to Zach Morris, but you know what? We can re-up. Handrail is the ultimate Tarkov boss. All right, I'm putting out an APB in the chat. APB at me right now. If you can dedicate yourself, I'll give you the keys to the kingdom. You want to know what the keys to the kingdom is? This beautiful stash right here. I'll give you the keys to the kingdom. You get us organized. Who is willing to do that on a tri-weekly basis? At me. I know it. Look, it's not for everyone, but there are riches involved. There is. You get to deal with insanity, but it needs to be a full-on commitment. What do I mean by full-on commitment? I'll give you the keys to the kingdom. Some may call it a penalty. All right. However, you can influence. I need one of those professional organizers. You're not wrong. You're 100% correct. How about that level 43 that we smoked? What are we feeling today? What kind of gun? We could do an ADAR. I know that's is that Brett Anadoluski's favorite gun, or is that Zane's favorite gun? It's like cleaning out a hoarder's place every other week. Look, no one said it was gonna be easy, but they said it would be worth it. Maybe one of those 8 AKs. A little overrated. It's Zaid's favorite gun. Are ADARs good? Like, why do people like ADARs? I guess we're about to find out, huh? Lies. Amy. I've always wondered, is it Sesame or Amy? That goes through my head every time I see your name in chat. I feel like we need to clear up the vernacular on this one. ADAR is great. Well, we're about to find out here. Dunka. All right, let's do this. We'll insure everything. 22,000 insurance? Sure, no problem. All right. Yo, as we get dialed in here, thank you guys so much for the love on the early portion of the show. I'd like to thank Miranda 127 for the 2 years. Could we get a heavy? We're looking for a 10x chain wall. Miranda 127 for 24 straight months. Thank you so much for the 2 year. Do you have it? What's the new 2 year icon? I gotta put that on the list right here. Here's the list of things to do. We have new icons. We have long-term icons. I just gotta dial them in. Thank you so much for the 2 years. When someone hits the anniversary, we like to hit them with the chain wall. 21x combo. Thank you so much. Nico for the 8 months. Keep up the good work. Dan the men. I appreciate it. Bruno HV1. Thank you for the 2 months. Prawn plays for the Mormons. Yo, Bennett Wild, good to see you, man. I know it's prawn hunting season, but it's good to see you back. Mike Mersch opening up a 10 pack of Submarinos, adding a 2x to the Cersei pot. Can we get some dang pack spam in chat? If you've been gifted a sub, look in the upper right hand corner. There's a little alert button. Click the alert button. It will say who gifted it to you. At that person, drop the dang heart as your first emote drop, please. Maceo, thanks for the baker's dozen. Says Doom 2 for the 13 months. Runu Chalk, thanks for the 3 months. Does need a janitor for his stash, part-time preferred. I'm looking for a Roger Wilco, okay? That's what we're looking for. Thank you so much for the support. Josh Visor for the 8 months, definitely moving my needle. Kappa and NG Plus. NG Plus, let me tell you this, kid. NG Plus has gifted out 14 Submarinos this week. We now know that because of QB Dev Pack Bot 2.1. The Madman NG Plus. Ooh. Thank you so much for the pack essence. Ariel. Sorry. I'm going to say this right. Ari Lee opening up a 5 pack of Submarinos, adding 1 pack to the Game of Thrones pack. Dan, what are you talking about?
Let's go.
I'm glad you asked. There's some packs in the bottom. Go. It's Friday pack essence on Fridays. From all the generosity through the week, people opening up sub gifts, we open up a pack in their honor. I think we're pretty much at capacity, meaning I believe we're at a number where we open up close. I don't know how many Game of Thrones packs we have left, but we will be playing Iron Throne with the last of the Game of Thrones packs, which has been fun. Why in chat if you've enjoyed playing Game of Thrones with the cards? It's Hut Pie's been overthrown. No one sits upon it right now. But Ari Lee, did I pronounce your name correctly? When we getting some Bloodborne, we gotta wait a while. You gotta let the meat digest for a minute. Gotta let it digest. NG Plus gifting a sub to Arlie. Can we get some dang pack spam in the chat? Am I saying the name right? Not NG Plus Plus. We've been saying that for years. Thank you so much for the acquiescence. All right, here we go. We got a little ADAR action in honor of Zane the Editor snoozing right now. I don't think we're going to see Zane the Editor very much anymore because he's on that New Zealand time. All right, Lee, I'm going to ask one more time. Can you put your name in first grade vernacular in the chat, how it's pronounced? You want a chamber check to see what ammo you have? Sure. M855. Does that do it for you? I got a Harley Davidson. Is it? I can't say the rest of it, but you know what it is? It's a line. What is that? I got a Harley Davidson. Is that? It's not what he says. I had to dang censor the line. My name's like Sesame Street or Sesame Seed. Got it. I don't know if it was Sess Amy or Sess, but now we know. Adam Sessler. It's a Bluetooth speaker. It's pronounced like the letters RLE. RLE. Really? RLE? Someone's close? Someone's close, or was that us? Did I see that new It trailer? I did not. I didn't make it through the first one. Someone close. I didn't make it through the first one. I fell asleep in the first one. Not to say it's a bad movie. I think I would like it. But telling you, someone's close. Let's have our first preemptive poll today. Why in chat if it's worth going back to watch it, and in chat if it's not. So I'll give it another shot. The voting bot will take your vote, collect it, and acquiesce it. Okay, so I'll give it another shot because I trust the majority of our community's opinion at 72.73 percentile. Say it's worth another watch. Yo, we have not been here in so long. Negan's Church. Yeah, I get it, Dukes. Scary movies aren't for everyone. I like more of like a suspenseful scary movie than like a gore movie. Like gore is like okay, I get it. You're trying to shock value us. Nah. But give me a little suspense. Even like Home Alone. When the machine in the basement's like opening up and down. I'm like, yo, that's a little bit suspenseful. Especially for me as a kid, I had a creepy basement. So it was like kind of like played off that emotion. Yeah. It's like gore doesn't really do it for me, you know? Like, okay, hey, the shock value, you got me. That's why I feel like the masters of movie making can make you feel a certain way without anything gratuitous, you know? Like Hitchcock. He could do it, man. He could do it. And What's His Face has a little bit element of that too. Peel. Although the second movie was a little bit too much LUL to be suspenseful. What about The Shining? I saw it once. I don't know if it's dated, but why was my basement creepy? So we had a basement and it was like partially finished. And then there was a laundry room. And then off the laundry room, I mean, we're talking like a 900 square foot, you know, house. So like the basement's whatever, it's a ranch, so it's the same. And so maybe like 500 or 600 square feet was finished. I mean, it was like 70s finish off. And then you went behind the drywall, and then there was a little hallway with a bathroom. It was non-functional with like a bunch of paint cans in it from the people that used to live there. And then behind that was like the furnace. And like I'd be down there, and this is, you know, when I'm a little kid, I'll be down there and I'll hear like the furnace making noises, and I'll hear like things crawling around, or what I thought was crawling around. And then you're just like, hey, you just don't go down that hallway. But you know it's there, and just separating you and death is just a thin piece of quarter round drywall. You know? Anyways. Long story short, or long story even longer. I don't think I told you guys this story, but recently in the past 9 months, I mean, this is definitely probably something that won't surprise you, depending on how long you've been around or not. But I was driving in my old neighborhood, and I just skirted the wheel, go skirt, and then I pulled up, Knocked on the door. I'm like, hey, I used to live here. Can I come in? And they're like, well, our kid's sleeping, but sure, come on in. And I got to go walk through the old stomping ground, my old house. And I'm like, yo, everything used to seem a lot bigger when you were a kid. And you better believe I went down to that creepy basement, and it's kind of like that Home Alone movie. When he, no spoilers, when he confronts the old man and he's like, hey, I'm not afraid anymore. Do you hear me, basement drywall? I'm not afraid anymore. But it was a trip down memory lane, and you know what? I appreciate the people that let me in my old house without, you know, I mean, there was a moment of awkwardness when I knocked on the door. They're like, you want to come in our house? I'm like, yeah, I used to live here. I mean, you know, I don't want to be self-aggrandizing, but it helped that they knew who I was, you know, but you know, they still, I mean, there was a creepy element of it, but then they're like, yeah, come on in. No, like, I never met them before, but whoever sold them the house said, hey, you know, Dan from Escape from Tarkov fame used to live here. So it wasn't like a totally random situation, but still, like, if someone knocked on my door and was like, hey, I used to live here, I'm like, you better show me your birth record, social security card, winter and summer tax bills, and some serious information you know about the house. But I also have 2 little kids, but I guess they had kids too. Anyways. Did they ask you to sign the walls? No, but what I did do, what I remembered as a kid, because I used to watch Growing Pains. It was like the show I was allowed to watch. And spoilers, in the last episode of the Growing Pains, Mike Seaver, who's like the older brother, when they move out of their house, like the last episode of Growing Pains, spoilers, they move out of the house that the whole show is set in, and they remove like the family painting on the mantle and behind it. I mean, it's definitely a tearjerker if you watch the show, but they remove it. And it's like scrawled, it says Mike was here. And so the day I moved out, you know, trying to art imitates life. The day I moved out of my house, I don't know if I was like 9, 10, or 11, in my closet. Like, I didn't write it, I carved it. I'm like, Dan was here. And I'm like, hey, you think I can see that closet? And they're like, well, that's where she's sleeping. So I don't know if it's still there or not, but only they know. You know, it's like, hey, you know, you were here. But I wouldn't recommend anyone do that because that's like defacing property that's not yours anymore. But I wanted to be like Mike Seaver. Moral of the story? All right. Did I search? No, but basically, I mean, I just walked the old house and it's like, you know, nostalgia overload. But also, it's, as a kid, you're like, yo, this room was like 10,000 square feet. And then you get there and it's like, nah, it's like 50 square feet, you know? I don't know how we got on this subject, but welcome to the Dan Giesling Show. We're here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. She was sleeping in the bedroom where she was sleeping in my old bedroom. So like, they're like, I mean, I didn't push it. I mean, I'm sure I could have got in there, but you know, it's like, I get it. Like, you know, I was grateful that they let me in. I didn't need to, you know, they gave me popcorn with butter. I didn't need to ask for my own private screening, you know, like, I get it. Can we get some content? Hey Thumper, you're new around here. This is the content that keeps on giving. You know. Nah, I mean, like, I never would have asked. Where's 310? Are we on the right side? Can we get some content? What? Is this guy for real? Like, is that a real statement? Is 310 on this side or the other side? Okay, other side. Yo, Fury, what's good? I saw you with the SUNY love. Is that how you pronounce it? SUNY? SUNY, State University of New York. Yeah. SUNY, and there's like, isn't there like 8 different SUNY universities? Yeah, there's a lot of them. Why do you have so many universities in New York? Oh, that's worth. Question is how much? Is the candy worth more than the coffee? It's less SUNY than SUNY. What do you mean by that? It's a big state. I agree. I was just talking about this with my uncle. I'm like, 'cause he's got like a niece through marriage that just graduated from Illinois. I'm like, but she didn't go to Illinois. She went to Iowa. I'm like, yo, don't they have any universities in Illinois? He's like, yeah, but not as much as in Michigan. Like, I don't get that. But then you have New York. It's got like 30 universities. Like, hey, save some universities for the rest of us. Let's go up here.
Let's go.
Dial in. Okay, I'm dialing. It's just quiet here. Yo, someone beat us here. So this is like the one key we have. Is it State University of New York or College University New York? Guess it wouldn't make sense. College University New York. Let's sip on this. SUNY is a city. Janitor closet, second floor. We'll check it. I thought we had another good key here, though, didn't we? We picked up a new boy. 328. That's a good one, right? Are these numbers going up or down? Those are going up. The college at Brockport, State University of New York. That's a mouthful. Ooh, that looks kind of nice. Yo, got Spectrum goggles. Yo, Pat Stash, have a good one, man. I'll do my best to narrate for you as you listen in the car, especially if something good or bad happens. 328 is a good key. There were some poggers in chat when we pulled it, so I was pretty excited about that. Man, you always gotta check Pigman. So if there's baby Pigman, is that daddy Pigman? And that's not as good as 40-second signature blend. What is that? Box of 40-second signature blend for real connoisseurs. Yo, can we give that to NG Plus? I feel like I need to try some tea. Especially I'm gonna start dialing back some sugar here. And I know I still haven't tried it, but people are saying milk in tea. All right, what's the single best hot tea? This is a great room. This is a great. We got a Vulcan scope. Let's start throwing out some garbage here. Vulcan scope on. If the Vulcan scope's on the floor, what's gonna be in the drawers? Yo, we got some RAM here. I'm doing some extra narration for Pat Stash, who's driving his 2005 Ford Escape. Black tea Earl Grey. Get rid of the paid. Milk and some black tea with lemon. So is black tea like, what is the flavor of black tea? English breakfast tea. So I'm all to try all this stuff, but yo, but I need some like first grade instructions on what is that? On what the flavors taste like. Let's eat this. I'm gonna guess that. So we got a Vulcan and a UH-1. Put it on the gun. I want to save that. Chinese red tea varies. There's this fire. I don't know how to say it, but there's this amazing Chinese restaurant that I go to, and they have a tea, and I've tried to buy it, and it's like, hey, when you try to buy it, it doesn't taste as good. But I think it's some like rose tea or something like that. Anyways, Put the tool set in the backpack. Gotcha. Jasmine tea. What's the name of the restaurant? I don't know if I want to put it on blast. You know, just because. But it's a Szechuan. It's a Szechuan, I guess, flavored or inspired, or it's like authentic Szechuan. But, I mean, here's the deal. If you ever come... What's in this room? If you ever visit Michigan, send me a DM on Twitter. And I'll tell you the name of the restaurant so you can go there. Because it's worth the trip. The table with the hairdryer. Got it. Alright. So people are saying go to the stairs onto the second floor. It's probably a red tea variety. So we got to dial back. So I want to talk about red tea, but only after we talk about what does black tea taste like. This is so quiet. Like if you had to describe it with other flavors, it tastes like dirt. I mean, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's probably not the case, but if multiple people confirm that, it's bitter. Okay. Straight black tea has more of a distinct tannins taste. What is tannins? Dirt? I've never heard the word tannins before. It's like a mild coffee. Let's get out of here. The Royal Tannis. The Tannisters. It's what make wine taste dry. Fennel seed? Have I ever had unsweetened iced tea? Yes. I would say on the tier of drinks, it's... I don't want to offend anyone, but it's on the lower tier. Now, sweetened iced tea... I don't know. Here's my thoughts on sugar nowadays. Influenced by one statement on a podcast. We interviewed Sinister One on the podcast, and my man lost, I think he said 90 pounds, and he's like, the biggest thing he did was cut out sugar. And I'm conscious of that now, so I'm trying to, like, he said when you cut out sugar, fruit tastes amazing. Pete's peach tea. You lost 80 pounds from gluten and sugar removal. That's what I'm talking about. It's like, and so now I'm just hyper, I don't say hyper conscious of, but I'm definitely conscious of the sugar. So he's like, hey dude, he's like, I don't want to get into it, but there's sugar, there's added sugar in almost everything. So I think I want to watch a documentary or something about that. Pure Boat Customs, Road to Customs. So Road to Customs is this way, right? So like, I'd like to try a tea that's like a good starter tea. He said when he cut out all added sugar and processed sugar, he said the fruit tasted like even more amazing. Yo, MJZ, thanks. I'm glad you listened. Orange Pico is base tea. And look, you're talking to a guy who enjoys sugar, right? So I'm not going to go like hardcore no sugar, but if there's areas we can cut, I'm going to try and do that over the next month. Chamomile. Ooh. All right, so here, let's define the base model tea. So I've seen chamomile, I've seen green tea. Are there any other base model teas we want to put? Say, hey, look, if you've never drinking tea before, this is a good place to start. There is no... We got to establish a base model. Black tea. Valerian root tea. Isn't that what it's used to make swords? Earl Grey is hard to not like. All right, so I think we're seeing like a myriad of base Model Ts. All right, so here's what I got as base Model Ts: Earl Grey, black, green tea. There's some other ones: Earl Grey, black, green tea. Is there any other ones that are in there? Waba Fett, that's a good question. Herbal tea? Yeah, so I'm looking for like a base Model T with no infusions, no chemicalities added to it. Someone call 911. Mini Arnie Palmer. Earl Grey is a base model. Why won't be? I'll tell you what. I went Snorline. If you guys see me go Snorline for the first run, it's because I don't want to die immediately and then have to re-up. So if we go in, if we can find a cleaner of the keep, then I won't go Snorline first, you know? No, I want the tea in bags. I don't want to like have to work to make the tea. Yo! Arisen from the grave like a phoenix. We had put those Joffrey coins over her eyes, and we were gonna do the send-off. The prodigal niece returns home. Good to see you back. We're just talking teas. Can someone take Pinky's icon and put the Joffrey eyes? No spoiler. No spoilers. No spoilers. No spoilers. No. You don't know what the eyes were for. All right, so we're just establishing a base Model T as we round up here on Snorline. So Earl Grey, so we're looking for base Model Ts with no additives or chemicalities. All right, I mean, this was a very tantalating. Is that a word? Tantalating? Run. But you know what? Let's walk. We'll walk away with the W. Spam the hard W. We'll take it. And let's walk out of here with a base Model T we can all agree on. Most tea bags have chemicalities. I'm hoping that's not the case.
Down.
We took out PETA. Good news is we can re-up this really quickly. English breakfast tea is core English breakfast tea is core. All right, so I'm just gonna dump our inventory here real quick. It was a good run. Dump all this out. Good news is, we can literally just re-up. All right, but we will not re-up until we establish a base model. So we're actually gonna do another Doom run too. Earl Grey. Wait, English breakfast is default. Okay, English breakfast. Black tea. What else? Earl Grey's flavored. Okay, no flavored. English breakfast tea, base model. Black tea, modeled. Are those the two?
Let's go.
Yo. We gotta finish this tea wrap up.
Let's go.
But not before the Minkus wave spam in chat. Doom 3 Minkus. Pewfineer, you be the base model extraordinator. Can we get the wave of the original Minkus? Minkus, we gotta make. Let's go. Minkus Doom 3 run. He had a freaking cone on his head. Igor the programmist. He was out there Python and in C#, C++. That's why the wave of Minkus always hurts. We can come back to a Doom 3 run. All right, we'll load in here. We'll load in. The good thing is we're locked and loaded because we didn't die. We're 1-0 on the day today. Live to fight another day. All right. Earl Grey, English breakfast, black tea, and chamomile. Try a tea sampler set. I don't want it. I want to go in with one base model we can all agree on. Do a baggy essence. Earl Grey and English breakfast are just the types of black tea, though. Okay, so we have black. See, I'm learning now. Now we got to boil down to black. Green. Yo, just colors? Colors teas? Tea pack opening. So we have, okay, thank you. Dougaloo, Earl Grey and English breakfast are both black. So I'm talking about, hey, what's a base model car? And you guys are saying Ford Taurus, Impala. And then he says, nah, they're both sedans. We're trying to get sedans. Black, green, red. Are there any other base model? What's this orange Pico? All right, get red out of here. We need caffeine. Black. Does anyone sell tea loot boxes? Black, green. Is herbal a base model? If you're having milk, it has to be black. I'm not, no milk. Black, green, white, herbal. Herbal is core. No milk. We're trying to go straight up. No milk. There's much, look, there's an opportunity. There's much confusion in the tea world. We're sitting here crossing T's and dotting I's and we're speaking in 8 different languages. How about X's guide to tea simplicity? You got your base models, you got your luxury models, and you got your high fluency models. Green tea and white tea. The different colors correspond to the tea plant it's harvested in its life cycle. White is baby tea. Green is middle-aged. Black is retired. My mind is exploding. Boba Fett tea. I need a tea expert here to give us the first grade vernacular on this. You only drink retired. It's a 6,000-year-old drink. It's gotten complicated. Can someone help us? Hop in the dang front dang seat and give us some tea vernacular.
Dan gets in a car when he wants to. Other channels, they throw you in the back seat. They say, hey, keep it down back there. I'll tell you where we're going. Here at
twitch.tv/Dan Giesling.
we offer you to get up in the dang front dang seat. Hey, kick back. Touch the stereo if you want. You want the aux cord? Go ahead. It's a collaborative experience. Just make sure you watch your little brothers in chat, please.
Yes, we need that for some tea. I am not leaving this room until we establish a base model T. Welcome to T headquarters in Tarkov, population 1. I will throw down all of our arms right now. Black, green. Okay. So we got 2 base models, black tea and green tea. Let's put it up to a vote. Spam B in chat if we should try black tea first. G in chat if we should try green tea first. And then we'll call it the base model. And we'll end it here. Does chai tea count? Then another monkey wrench thrown into the engine. All right, let's call it here. All right. 80% of the live voting vernacular said black is the base model tee. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to buy black tee and green tee. There's someone in here. And then I'll report back. And then after we try base models, then we'll go to the luxury models. But I feel good that we've established 2 base model vehicles. You mix black and green, it becomes forest. All right. At least we know now. And knowing is half the battle. Roasted almond tea lot. Okay. I'm teed out right now. Is anyone else teed out? I think we... Oop. You see that guy? You think he can see us? Yep. Yes, he can. Mankus. Mankus. Hang in here. What do you think he's doing? Mr. Sakanasan comes in. Senshin is a basic green tea. English breakfast. All right. All right. I got you. Yo, this is a good spot up here. I wonder where he went. Yeah. Okay, we're dial. Let's get a dial in check. D space, I space, A space, L, or spam the heck out of the dial in emote in chat. Come on. Come on, you can jump on cardboard boxes, kid. All right. All right, let's dial here. Thank you. 4X dial in combo. Dan is 2% dialed. No. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like we've come to a T conclusion of Iron Man 1. But we are potentially opening an MCU in the T universe. But that's concluded for now. All right. Ooh, Skeletor's handle. Ooh. Suppy for a Mosin. Let's go. Yo, I gotta catch up, guys. Let me catch up because I got lost in the tea sauce. I'm not in tea land, I promise you. Mankus.
Bruh.
Roman Zayak. You win some. You'll take an L on some. You know what? Good news is we can bury the T. Can we get B space, U space, R space, Y in the chat? Bury the T talk. We got to bury it. Now don't tell me there's some kind of berry tea. All right? Don't tell me. If you tell me there's some kind of berry tea in the chat, I won't be able to handle it, all right? No. I can't. You know, we're gonna take a scav run in here. You know why? Because this is what we look like. Scope Mo's and we're going to customs. All right. Yo, Mr. Kenway, appreciate the host. Foglatch for the 11 months anniversary from the middle of the mitten. Foglatch, are you from Mount Pleasant? Chunderloaf for the 10 months. The meme density. Long live Danny Geese. Yo, Chunderloaf, thanks for dialing in. Azur Keeley with a gift to Jeezen. Suboptimal play for the 1.5 years in a row. Says hi T. Thank you so much for the acquiescence. D Razor 012 for the 2 months. Says spoilers. Azur Keeley opening up the rare 6-pack of Subaronis. Can we get some dang pack spam in the chat for our eyes? Azur Keeley, thank you so much. Can we get some dang pack spam in the chat? Maddie Can for the 67 months. Can't stay long. Want to send it in the anniversary. Thank you so much. Gorilla Lead, brand new subscriber. 100% invented Gorilla Glue. Welcome, welcome. Brand new subscriber. And Jimmy Bella for the 7 months, courtesy of Jeff Beasy and Amazon Prime. You know how dialed in we are? We spawned into a dark map. How is that possible? Crossroads Trailer Park Work Shack. All right, we're gonna. Did anyone catch what time it is? New Game of Thrones episode. All right, that got the laugh of the day so far. Currently, that's in the running for laugh of the day. LOTD. What does it mean? I don't know.
Man, you can see the White Walkers everywhere. There's such a
Battle going on, and you're talking to someone. I enjoyed that episode. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like 3 minutes into the fight, I'm like, there's something wrong with my TV. I'm like, I gotta I actually, what I did is I went and turned in like the kitchen light off. It was reverberating. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Like, Pinky, I love the episodes. And then I was like shocked when I went on Twitter. I'm like, yo, everyone's like raging. I'm like, I thought it was pretty good. You know? But we did have a conversation about this in terms of that's a player. Hang in here. We get him? That was a scav run, so it doesn't count against the record. I don't want to say that was wrecked from the start, because it wasn't. We always give it the college try. But there was a gross mismanagement of scav resources. Spawning in with that great loadout into a night map. So, you know what? Around here, we like to have teachable moments. Sure, there's moments that we should have learned from after playing Tarkov for 2 years. But you know what? That's what makes life worth living. The mistakes that you make when you really shouldn't be making mistakes. However, if you can learn from it, we all benefit. So the mistake on that one, don't spawn in at night ever. All right? Simple. We're gonna go in with a base motto. Where can we survive? Don't spawn at night unless you're Arya Stark. That's borderline little brother, but we'll let it slide. The name of the song is Pablo, artist unknown, royalty free. I'm not the one that said it, coach. What can we go in here with? How about a base model AK? I kind of want to do a pauper run after that. You know, like, I don't know that we deserve to bring good gear into a fight here. Matter of fact, I can almost guarantee that we don't deserve it. That's a great song, though. Followed up by this one, which I always say, oh, I got to change it real quick. Then everyone's in chat like, no, it's a banger. I'm like, and you know, I never learned the lesson. Once you get past the opening, I think it's kind of a banger. Like, if this is where the song started, I'd be like, okay. Just the intro is very aggressive. Not a banger? All right, you know what? For the first time ever, we're gonna put this song is titled Motion Sickness. For the first time ever in the history of the show, we're putting a song on the chopping block. If you want to see this song axed and never come back on the show, spam Y in chat. I will delete it live from the archives. Y in chat to have it deleted, and in chat for it to live to fight another day. All right, call the vote here. 65.28% of the live polling audience says, Dan, send it. Okay. Consider it sent. I've never done this. I've never deleted a song from the show's vernacular. But here we go. We'll give it its final send-off. Look at it. The end of the song's very sad, too. You know, that's part of life. All right, I'm literally at, once we spawn in here, which we are now spawning in, I'm pausing, I'm gonna walk you through it here. I'm going on the stream PC, going into the Dan Giesling TV folder on Dropbox, going into DGS folder, going into music, going into show playlist. What was the name of that song? Motion Sickness. I have no artist. It was created on 9/19/2018. We're sending it. Delete button. Deleted, gone. You will never, it's gone. You want that? You know what? The blood's on your hands and my hands. It's on all our hands. Can we get Pepe hand spam in chat? Can we also get exclamation point AXE, AXE, and we'll keep a list of songs that got murdered from the show's playlist. The first one. Already forgotten about. It's gone. The name of that track was Motion Sickness, and pretty much everyone in Motion was sick of it. I will say, so now here's the deal. Now after Pablo, here's what's gonna fire off. This is the next song. So it's gonna go Pablo. When Pablo wraps up, here's the next song you're gonna hear. So the transition from Pablo, it tried to go to Motion Sickness, it skipped it. This is the new transition song. What time does he start opening packs? It's probably about 2 hours from this minute. 2 hours and 2 minutes from this minute. And we're at a total of 13 packs. You know what? While we're loading in here, to escape from Nikita's loading system, let's count them out. We're going to be playing Iron Throne with this, by the way. Any guesses on the number of Game of Thrones packs? There's 5. Oh, there's some thick ones in here. 5 and 4. We got 9 Game of Thrones packs left, and I'm trying to think. We'll probably do one more box. I'll have to order them. We'll do one more box because we can get that in before the finale. Dan, I hope you get a signed Cersei gold card. Yo, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me my entire life. There's like, hey, I love you. And then there's like, hey, I hope you get a signed gold Cersei card. Just playing. Thanks for the answer. Usually have class on Fridays. Missed the yo, Surfer Kev. Surfs up. All right, here we go. We got a base model. Where are we at? We're at Custy's. I'm gonna get greedy here. We gotta load up. I hope you get an unsigned card. Ah, we want the signed card. All right, that was not worth.
Ooh.
It was a blind fire shot with no scope. You know what? We've hit crazier shots in our life. You hope the real life Cersei falls out of one of the packs. You hope I get a signed checklist. It's not very nice. Ario Hota. That's the last signed one we got. You think somewhere in an alternate dimension, Lena Headey is opening Big Brother packs looking for a signed Dan rookie card. There's things that you've imagined in life and have like entered your conscience. That's one thing that's never entered my conscience. But it just did. I'd imagine somewhere down the road. But it's just different because like I like Cersei the character. I don't really have any particular vernacular for Lena Headey. So it's like meeting her at like a con or something wouldn't be the same as like meeting William Zabka, you know? I don't know. It's a little bit different. The game's loud. I can turn it down. See, that's the thing about... What is that? Sodium bicarbonate. Oh, can we get some big... Capital C spam and Chad ban the needed coppers for good luck. Yo Soy signs his card not with his name. He just puts 2% on it. He writes 2%. You know what Yo Soy's favorite drink is? 2% milk. You know what he got on his English test? 2%. You know what? Yo Soy does not buy fat-free cookies. He buys cookies with 2% fat in them. All right, I'm done. Where? That's a bad matchup here. It's a bad matchup here. Oh, we got him. Yo. I mean, we brought everyone to the yard with that, but that's okay. Yo, playing Tarkov without a scope, not recommended.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
You should go to an Airsoft event to see if your Tarkov skills transfer. What's an Airsoft event? I feel like those are rare nowadays. It's like paintball. Yeah, but can't you lose an eye playing Airsoft? BB guns for adults. I know what Airsoft is, but what's an Airsoft event? I learned what Airsoft was in college. Some kids in the dorm brought them on the floor and would peek into people's dorms and fire it off. Needless to say, wasn't happy when you heard the door open and hear ka-ting. Someone's close. I expect him to be waiting on the other side right here. So I'm not going to peek there. Hold tight. Yeah, I mean, Airsoft hasn't been around forever. It was invented in... There he is. It was invented in the early 2000s. Hang in here. The only, like, I mean, you would think something like that would cause a lot of fights. Where? You think something like that would cause a lot of fights? The only time it caused a fight, oddly enough, there was a kid in our dorm. Like, this is, you gotta think this is back in the day. He had a big screen TV in the dorm, not like a big plasma TV. Those weren't really invented when I was in college, or they were, but they're super expensive. He had like a, you know, like the big TVs with the big tubes. And a kid popped off and fired one in his dorm. I mean, to have the TV in the dorm room was ridiculous in itself. But he fired it in there and it ricocheted off the TV. The kid who had the TV was kind of a Melvin, so I mean, I was sad for him that it took a shot, but at the same time, I'm like, it wasn't deserved, but he was kind of a Melvin. I'd say more sweaty than a Melvin. I guess that's odd. There's nothing wrong with being sweaty.
Эй, земляк, мы стрелять не хотим, мы так облетаем.
Little brother, spam in chat, please. Hurry. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, hang tight. G-Hill up. I'm not saying he deserved it. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm just saying, like, you know, what the heck is that? National match. I don't know how to say it. Like, I never would wish that someone's big screen TV got a BB shot in it. But I think there's varying degrees of empathy. Like there's some people you're all in 100% empathy. And then there's others like, yeah, that was unfortunate. Probably falls into that category. I am not one to say anyone deserves anything. But all I'm saying is my emotional, like if the nice kid on the floor that happened to, then you're like, yo, that's messed up. And you feel really bad. But if it happens to the Melvin, you're like, yo, that's still messed up. I feel kind of bad. Just being honest, you know? No, I mean, like, it's someone that you're lukewarm on, right? So you're like, hey, has this dude done anything foul? No. Is he someone you probably want to spend a lot of time with? No. Does that mean he deserves to take a BB in the TV? No. You know, not that anyone deserves to take a BB in the TV. But if like it happens to your best friend, you're going to feel different than a random Melvin. Just being honest. Did he throw hands? No, but it's not funny. But his face got so red. Like I've never seen someone's face turn that red in anger in my entire life. It's not funny. But it is kind of like, yo, the dude, like the dorm rooms were like the size of a shoebox. Like you fire a BB gun in a dorm room. Like what do you think's gonna happen? You know? So it's like, got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
So you know, like it's like to the dude that fired off the BB gun, he's like the highest on the Melvin scale, you know? The TV was fine. I think there was just a little scratch in it. Just a little scratch. I mean, his room was like an entire, at least 30% of the room, 35% of the room was TV. And that's not me over exaggerating for production value. That's a fact. I would never do that. I mean, like, I do some things, but oh, you know, I'm pretty like I cause trouble, but not irreparable harm trouble. You know, like I'll joke around and push the line, but I won't like wreck individual property or physically hurt someone's TV. You know what I'm saying? It is known that we respect private property. It is very well known. I don't know, the only time I get in trouble, or got in trouble, I don't get in trouble anymore, would be if I took something too far, you know? You know, like let me equate it to what we're doing here. It's like when I get lost in the sauce greeting in Tarkov, then we get bopped. That's how I would get in trouble in real life when I was a kid, you know? Like, oh, just one more dunk on the kid's lowered roof that doesn't want us hanging on. Just one more dunk. And then it's that one dunk that ruins it for everyone. And it's like, okay, everyone's got to go home. You know? I just push it that much. Let's run it here. Carefully. I think we can run it here. We gotta be quick though. Yeah. Hurry. Yeah. You did it. Let's go. Take it. Secure the bag. Let's go. Yo, whoever tagged the clip where he missed a USB drive in the tent, thank you. I did see that later after the fact. Bag secured. That's a rare item. USB drives. Unlike real life. Very rare. That was a USB drive. Containing secrets of Area 76. Flash drives aren't worth much? What? Gotta wake up pretty early in the morning if you're not... Did you hear someone or was that me? If 30k is rare. Pineapple? No, thank you. That's 6 times our stash. You're not wrong. Yo. Make it. He's guarding the exit. Run for it, Marty. You guys make the call. You guys make the call. Fight them. Y, exit, end. Y to fight, end to... Y to fight, end to leave. Y or end, vote in chat quickly. Y to fight, end to leave. All right, call the vote. All right, 83 says get the heck out of here. Yo, there are those that are out to protect the playoff record, and those who say spam the hard W in chat. We needed it. We needed it. We'll take it, put it in our back pocket. We took out how do you say that name? I'll let you guys pronounce it. Ash shot? I'm just making our stash even worse, just in case you couldn't pick up on that. Like, there's a chance to redeem it. It's well beyond the point of redemption. Like, now I'm just like, hey, you're like, hey, mom's like, hey, clean your room, and you go in your room, and it's just a pile of laundry. You just go in there and dump more laundry in it. That's what we're doing right now. Just dumping laundry. You know what? That happens sometimes. Let's buy ourselves some ammo. We'll go to the flea market and buy some good ammo, huh? BT, BS, BP. I'll buy some 90 BP. Don't have enough monies. Well, looks like we're buying BT, boys. 30 pack. Perfect. Yo, rip in chat for what's that song called that got ripped? Motion Sickness. I bought 23. Our money stash is very sick. All right. We'll do one more run and then we'll do a Duke run and we'll play a new map. Let's make sure we're fully looted here.
Sit yourself down.
Bring out Zarya Stark with us. Melf says hi. Yo, tell Melf what's good. All right, we're going to the map that everyone likes to see. I'm a little resident sleeps on it, but we'll play it nonetheless. Yo, Zorus _ brand new subscriber. Zorus 100% invented Tyrannosaurus Rex, a newly discovered Paleolithic dinosaur. Thank you so much for your contributions to society and the community. Can we get some R space, A space, R space, W spam in chat? That's the noise that T-Rex makes. Sean, appreciate those. And McJonesy 1982 with the 20 months in a row says, too busy at work to participate as much as I like, but I'm always lurking. Yo, we need to find a Lurker song.
Let's go.
Yo, for better or worse, this is the official song of Lurkers far and wide. Can we get some 7 spam in the chat if you've been lurking during the show? If you haven't been lurking, don't spam 7. But can we get, if you want to show love for the lurkers, spam a heart. If you've been lurking, spam a 7. Noah Swag 420, Darth, Ryu, Grains McMuffin, how's the name? Terrier, Big Fry, Pineapple Smaz, SDS, Surfer Kev, McJonesy, Trader Matt, Meandering Molasses, Dark Sun, the Crimson Knight. Thank you guys. The song for better or worse is a song representing lurkers worldwide. Thank you guys so much for lurking. We appreciate you being here. All right. You guys wanted a gun? You got a gun. Yo, just a heads up, no Game of Thrones theories or spoilers in here. You could bring Chalkmaster back. I just don't know how to clear that message. I'd rather just clear the message, and then next time if there's something like that in there, then just time them out. All right. So I don't know this map very well. We are just we have like a C- working knowledge of the map. So we're gonna need some heavy dang front dang seat. If you guys have no idea what that is, you're new to the show, hop in the front seat. Around these parts, we don't throw you in the back seat and yell at you for sitting back there. We want you to sit in the front seat, help increase the production value, tell us tips, hints, tricks, just when you do it, add us, and give us first grade vernacular while doing so. Yo, George, what's going on? You finally got Tarkov? I think you're gonna like it. It's a lot like Skyrim. We didn't do a Valentine's Day special this year, George. I was a little disappointed, but I know you're pretty busy. Hang in here, dial in here. So we know it's gonna be a little toasty down here. Good news for us, it's bright and shiny. Like the morning dew on a cup of Earl Grey tea. You know I had to slide that in there.
Bruh.
Usually we can see some mists of Pandaria in here. Like just someone just unsuspectingly walking right to left or left to right when you got the old Scopo pulled up and then bra-ta-ta. On cue, boys. I think that's probably on the base model. This is a nice Scopo. We found it in Shoreline today. It's Brusted Ron's coloration. Is this game versus bots or other players? You know what? That's a great question. Let me answer it for you. I'll give it to you in first grade vernacular. You get dropped onto a map with real life players and AI. Whatever gear you bring in with, if you die, you lose it permanently. If you kill someone, you get to keep their stuff permanently if you exit the map. This is not a battle royale. Multiple people can win. You win by surviving and then making it to one of the exits on the map. Hope that helped explain Escape from Tarkov for you. Welcome to the show. If you have any further questions regarding your Tarkov flight, feel free to @ me or any of the extraditus individuals who are dialed into the chat. Is he in here? You know what? I got to do this right now. I've been putting it off too long. Hold on. I'm gonna put ourselves at risk here because I'm gonna tell you why. I gotta run Mouse Without Borders. Could we get some easy clap in the chat for T-Edits V1? T-Edits V1 to audio is what Zane is to video, and we're gonna VIP him even though he's on the payroll. You can still be a VIP on the payroll. T-Edits, thank you so much. You know, here's the deal. Sometimes I'll throw some crazy vernacular around and it gets executed upon. T-Edits, we appreciate you. That was 100% the work of T-Edits. And sometimes you throw out crazy vernacular and then it's executed on beyond your wildest imagination. On the flip side, when if there's a bug on the sound, we're all blaming T-Edits.
Dan gets in a car. Other channels, they throw you in the backseat. They say, hey, keep it down back
so you're
there.
like, right
I'll
here,
tell
Tyler,
you where
get
we're
it
going.
fixed.
Here at
Twitch.tv.
Ty, what's wrong with the audio? Blame Tyler.
Get up in the dang front, dang seat. Hey, kick back. Touch the stereo.
Tyler.
You want the aux cord? Go ahead. It's a collaborative experience. Just make sure you watch
Tyler.
your little brothers in chat, please.
You know? If someone messes with the aux cord, it's on Tyler. If a banger plays, well, that's not entirely true. We curate the playlist. So that one's on us. I didn't even know Ryan said that. That was another T-Edit special. He's like, hey, listen to this. I'm like, all right, we'll throw it in there. Like, I didn't know that Ryan was giving out PSAs for the front seating. But now you know. I think it's a two-way street. I do a lot of it's weird. I mean, like, subconsciously, when you hang around someone a lot, like, you start speaking like them. Like, I have a lot of enunciations and pronunciation of words that are just straight out of Ryan Gary's Canadian vernacular. That was a new player for sure. He's carrying water around. For good, bad, or indifferent, I also think it's the inverse as well. I mean, shoot, I don't want to speak for anyone here in the community, but I would imagine just by dialing into the show, you probably throw out different vernacular in everyday life and probably get a couple weird looks every now and then. You know, I don't want to. Yeah, like, it just happens. You know, like, some people are like, yo, those are Yeezys. Yeah, I wouldn't even call it borrowing. I would just say, like, osmosis. Like, I don't intentionally do anything, it just happens. I think that's how English started. You know, people just started making up stuff. Then one person took that and added more vernacular to it, and all of a sudden you got a dictionary. Lag spike, someone's close. You know, Drag Queen Wobbuffet, there's actually 2 versions.
Вышел, блин, за хлебушком.
Hang in here. Is that killer? Can we get some Mankus spam in chat? Heavy Mankus. Mankus. Is it him? He did have a deeper voice. What's the call here? Do we press him or do we hold tight? Y to press him, N to hold tight, spam in chat. A rebel Donnie alone. Yo, what's up, Jay? What's going on? All right, let's call the vote. Press him one with 55.8% of the vote. Here we go. Mankus. You think he's under us? Maybe? Yo, Jay. Let's do it, man. Only thing I say is get like a little bit comfortable with the UI. Because the only thing about running duos in Tarky is if one person dies, it's really difficult to kind of re-up. So it's more about the longer you stay alive, the better show it turns into. But 100%, man. Just hit me up. Yo, tell Sleepy slide in the DMs, man. You guys think he was under us or above us? Let's loot here while we're waiting. No, you don't have to get good. You just have to, you know, it's like just don't be me in every other game and you'll be all right. Being like, hey, what does this button do? Can you teach, hey, Mel for Ryan or Austin, what does this do? Just don't be me in other games and you'll be all right. You just be like a sliver better than that. You'll have a fun time in Tarky if you come on the show. Yeah, like asking how to pump in PUBG. Well, thank you, Andrew. We're talking about this. So we shot a multiplayer series of Descenders, me, Mythos, and Ryan. And he expressed similar sentiments. He essentially said, you know what, Dan, you're pretty good at Dark Souls. I'm like, hey, I appreciate it. But I tied that to being like, I felt like I'm pretty good at that in a game like Cuppers. I feel like I'm pretty good at. Because I think it ties into what I grew up playing, more or less. I know I didn't grow up playing Dark Souls, but a lot of action, like kind of pattern recognition. And those are the kind of games I think, generally speaking, are a lot of fun on the show. A lot of action. Some greed, some dialing in. Like Tarkov, I think, is the anomaly. Because I don't think I'm particularly great at FPS games, but it's the other elements in Tarkov that make it override our lack of skill, which is the greed, the looting, the consequence, the loot permanence. But I do think we've nudged the needle a little bit on our FPS skills, you know. And this isn't super arcadey, which kind of throws everything into a misnomer. You know, like the faster paced FPS games, I feel like we do worse at. But also, during the recording, Mythos talked a lot about GTA 5 roleplay. And like, I don't want to say it's like, not oversaturated is the word, but like, when he explained it to me, he explained to me like the no pixel servers like Ultima Online. And I'm like, yo, that sounds amazing. But I feel like there would be a steep learning curve in that. but it's something I'm interested in at least checking out. Is there a steep learning curve in that? You're easily the 3rd best Team Unity player. Yo, ACM win. I appreciate that. You gotta remember though, on the YouTube series, the first 75 episodes of Team Unity, my audio settings were so that I could, like, my physical audio settings were set up where if there was a gunshot, it would ring in both ears, so I could never directionally do that. I don't know the inside baseball on GTA roleplay. That's what I mean. Like, someone would kind of have to take me by the hand and like kind of show me the ropes. Because from my understanding, which is just Mathis's understanding, he said there's loot permanence in GTA 5 roleplay. You know? Like, to me, that's the draw of it, is there's loot permanence, and the other stuff I could wing, you know, like the role-playing stuff. I wouldn't get too far out of character, because I wouldn't wolf cringe it. Yo. Where is he? I just saw a guy walk left to right there. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that guy right there too. So you got to come out of that door for Mantis. All right. We're going to risk it all here. I heard steps that way, but we're going to try and meet him on the other side of Mantis here. Yo, can we get some Minka spam in chat? This is highly egregious. This is definitely risking it all. As if the Minkus wasn't enough. They put the reins down in Africa on the top of the mall. GTA isn't about being competitive, it's about telling a story. I'm with you on that. Like, to me, that's like the ancillary part. But the fact there's like loot permanence, like where what you do matters, is something that's intriguing to me. Yo, soy, get that 2%. Yo, D Razor, tell me why. I'm definitely open to that. What is Dreams about? Hang in here. No, I'm not saying for Team Unity. I'm just saying for like the show. Not role play for Team Unity. I think that's a stretch. You're not supposed to use a face cam? Really? Loot permanence is if you kill someone, you get to keep their items permanently. So to me, like, I've always like felt like VoIP and Tarkov to me would take it to the next level for the show. Or like something like DayZ where you can interact with people. And that's like part of the focus. You know, to me, that's what Tarkov is missing for me to make it like a platinum level A++ game for the show. You know what I'm saying? So it's like That's what I always enjoyed about having PUBG on the show. While the game was fun, it was the interactions with the, you know, all the people we met, from like plumbers to kids with Yeezys to, you know, people overseas. Hang in here. Someone's close. You think Voip will be little brother in Tarkov? That's what people said about PUBG too, but you'd be surprised, man. I don't think GPA would work if you're not going the no pixel route. If you're going the no pixel route. With queue times, you might have to do a sampler. What do you mean? Is it just super hard to get into? Because I applied for it like a year or so ago. And we may even have a character on there, to be honest. I tried it, but it was just a lot of setup that I didn't necessarily understand.
Кепка ебаная! Вон он, сука! Гадя! Гад, иди сюда, ты нож!
Player?
Срочно! Вот он! Драться, да?
What the heck? That's killer? Save the thorax. All right. All right, so you guys are saying that is killer. All right. All right, re-up here, boys. Let's dial here. Can we get a dial in check? D space, I space, A space, L. Spam the heck out of the dial in emote. So they just fought. One of them's dead for sure. So maybe we can catch the other guy looting. But I don't want to give away our position again. Hang in there. Where do you guys think he is? Around the left corner? You think that's a fresh body? Fresh body, or is he in the store? Is that fresh? What is that fresh? Why aren't that's a fresh? So your guess would be that Killer is still alive, because that looks like a player. I hear steps.
What the?
Oh. He's good. That was one heck of a snap. That was definitely the boss of the level. It was good, man. I'm just trying to think what we could have done different because that was a heck of a snap. We did find him. I'm not like that's I can't even be mad at. I'm more thinking like, all right, how do we change our vernacular in that fight next time so that doesn't happen? Yeah, I mean, to his credit, he's a good boss. However, around these parts, we always end the Tarkov portion of the show emulating one of the greatest FPS characters of all time, D space, U space, K space, E. Slowbro underscore Don the red shirt gold chain for 3 consecutive months on a Pacquiescence Friday. Thank you so much for the acquiescence. All right. Oh, we're a little over today on Tarkov's segment. That's all right. Kill it, no doubt. So if you've never seen a Duke run, we throw all strategical stuff out the windy and we run our sets here. T edits on the hi-hat. We got a Mosin and a Dream here. What's the Duke record? Here we go. Here we go. Oh. That guy scared me. Slumped over. Oh, someone's been through here. In what movie is there a slumped over dead person at the end? No spoilers. Daylight. With Sylvester Stallone. That's what that was. 808 spam and chat for good luck. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Dan versus handrail. DVH. Hang in here. For good luck circle. The Duke circle. There we go. Good luck. Good luck circle complete. That dude didn't even think twice.